Hi everybody, hello and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing really well. Thank you if you're new to my channel and you're joining me today. Thank you so much. Today I've got another brilliant location, a beautiful old medieval castle here. This is the Chateau de Bonvouloir and it is situated in Normandy in France, in Giverny, not far from the Forêt d'Andenne, the Andenne forest. Okay, so we are actually in the Andenne forest here. We're surrounded by this majestical, mysterious, wonderful, legendary location, the Forest of Andenne. And as you can see, this is a beautiful medieval tower that was built in the 12th century. It's a mystical site. It's both known to be quite a strange place, quite a mysterious place with a lot of legends attached to it. And it's a classified historic monument, and it's built in 1485 by Guyon Essirard, which he was believed to be a knight. He was a knight, a chevalier. And this is a very special location, and I will tell you exactly why it's so special and the magic of this area. And that's why I love it here. I love locations like this because it's just steeped in legend, steeped in stories, and it's just a beautiful, magical area to be in. And if you look at this, when you look at this castle, of what's left of the ruins, it does look very phallic-like. And it has been said over the centuries, it has been recognised. So let's go and have a look around this wonderful, majestic area, and let me tell you a little bit more about the stories, the legends attached to it, and you're going to see exactly why I love it so much here. I hope you really enjoy this video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe my channel. This allows me to do more videos for you. If I know that you like my channel and you like what I'm doing, please subscribe to my channel and like and share. I really appreciate that. Let's get on with the video.
So here we find the remains of a 15th century manor. The Bonvouloir Tower is the last witness to the ancient Bonvouloir castle located in the commune of Giverny-sous-Andenne. This mythical site is both strange and mysterious. It presents an architectural ensemble classified as a historic monument. Built in 1485 by a Guyon Essirard, the steward of the Duke of Alençon. He was a knight, he was a chevalier of his time. And the Bonvouloir Tower is made up of two towers attached to each other. The first round tower, the upper part of which is topped with a pepper pot, adjoins the second very thin turret, which rises to 26 metres high. Its bell-shaped roof is supported by a cornice with modillons. A stone staircase provided access to the top of the watchtower. The lookout offers an exceptional panorama of the Andenne forest, the Orne and the Mayenne, with a view that extends up to 30 kilometres around. And the Bonvouloir Tower also is nicknamed the lighthouse of the Andenne forest, and it was used to rally during the day and illuminate during the night the march of soldiers lost in the surrounding area. A surrounding tower that has become a dovecot, an old chapel, a well and barns surround the building. Nearby, a pond and an orchard give this unusual place an environment conducive to relaxation and escape. There are many legends of Bonvouloir, and here is one we think has a ring of truth. One is of a medieval knight, not old, but exhausted by years of 12th century combat, rode through the forest of Andenne towards home. Hughes, as his horse Rapid stumbled on the path, Hughes was shaken awake from his wretched thoughts. He saw how Rapid, friend since youth, walked stiffly, each breath laboured. Contrite, Hughes dismounted and talked softly to the ancient stallion who had saved him in many a medieval skirmish. He knew Rapid's future would be practical and final. Few knights could afford to keep an old horse as a pet. Rapid would become meat and fur and bone. His bravery, once heralded, remembered infrequently in fireside tales. Hughes looked at the lush forest of Andenne. He could hear fresh streams rushing between trees. He saw sunlit glades carpeted with verdant grasses. He took down his saddle and pack and brushed the sweat and mud from his old comrade. And they walked to a clearing by one of the sparkling streams, and as Rapid bent its old head to drink, Hughes quietly walked away. Hughes' arrival home was friendly but businesslike. With no wife to manage the household, his small castle never felt quite warm. But he did not think of marriage. No lady would want to be nursemaid to a decrepit soldier. Of course, word soon got around that Seigneur needed a horse, and not a day passed without some creature, too tall, too small, or with just the wrong look in its eye, being paraded before him. None did anything to dislodge his melancholy. And then one fresh autumn morning, he saw from his castle a flash of white between the trees that surrounded his castle. It was a beautiful young white stallion. It was perfect, pounding its hooves and tossing its head as if to shout, "Look at me, how perfect I am," to the morning sun. Hughes ran out, calling to his men to help him capture this magnificent beast. But as he walked closer, to his amazement, the stallion trotted calmly towards him, bowed his head and looked straight at Hughes. Hughes knew that twinkle. He knew the broad shoulders, the soft-tipped ears. This was Rapid, not as he had been for the last few years, but as he was in his youth. Astounded at the magic, Hughes leapt onto Rapid and let him take the lead back into the forest. After some time, they arrived at a pool under a deep gorge that Hughes did not recognise. Rapid refused to go on. Hughes dismounted and Rapid walked into the strange-smelling water. Then, for a reason he did not quite understand, Hughes took a swim in the pool. The water was pleasantly warm. Invigorated, he rode back to the castle. Their ride to the pool deep in the forest of Andenne became a daily event. Every day Hughes sat a little straighter in the saddle. His eyes became clearer, and as old aches faded and the rejuvenated lord began to think of the future, it was a very different man to the tired soldier that set his horse free in the forest, who paid court to a beautiful young lady. Hughes, Seigneur de Tessé, was now full of energy. grand ideas and exciting tales from a heroic past, Lady Bonvouloir could not resist, and they married and were blessed with many, many children. Hughes's other ambitions were also realised, and he enjoyed great wealth. So he built a bigger castle in the forest with a remarkable tower of just over 26 metres. A lookout across his forests that still stands today. If it looks like anything else, well, that would be just a coincidence. Battered by centuries and revolution, just a few walls now remain of Hughes's castle. The charming ruin of la Tour de Bonvouloir is set in a grassy meadow near a river on the edge of the forest. Perfect for picnics on a sunny day. Do venture into the forest, but perhaps not too far. Some say wolves still haunt the ancient Forêt des Andennes.
Oh my goodness, it is absolutely beautiful. So here is the source of youth, the magical lake. Oh my God.
For centuries, the River Ve has been known as the Fountain of Youth. La Ve is a river charged with history and legends, and for centuries has been used by women and men, royal and aristocrats, for its benefits, its bienfaits of youth. The river is situated in Normandy, in Lorne, and it takes its source and feeds from La Ferrière aux Étangs, throwing itself into Juvigny and Couterne and surrounding villages. The surrounding forest des Andennes, La Ve is reliant on the rivers of la Mayenne, which is fed by la Loire, by la Maine. It also travels through Saint-Michel-des-Andennes and joins the waters of la Mayenne. It travels a pathway of 23.7 kilometres into the Andennes country towards La Varenne in the northwest, Louvrière in the southwest, La Gorbe in the east, and other rivers passing the Andennes are also, there is La Mort and La Gorbe. La Ve has sculpted its passageways and narrow valleys through the rocks here for millions of years.
Go! You used to die.
Steph, I'd say this with it then. One for 1 minute.
It's cold. How the hell?
How was it?
Freezing.
Was it really cold? How was it? How was it?
Rejuvenating.
Rejuvenating, are you sure? Was rejuvenating the word you used?
No, really. Actually, I feel great for it. Honestly, I feel great doing that. It was freezing.
The forest des Andennes is a little like a similar mysterious forest in France, in Brittany, La Brocéliande. The Andennes holds legend and mysteries. Every corner can hide a legend, a belief, or a creature. The Andennes forest is a bit like the Norman Brocéliande. A legend is whispered here, but not too loudly, for fear of waking it up. That of Guyon, a wicked and evil fairy. Even today, this gives rise to fears and apprehensions. She makes terrible screams and cries, which echo around the forests. So you see, the land of the Andennes is full of legends and stories to discover. A land of fairies, hermits and knights. These stories are all also interconnected to other chateaux and castles in the surrounding area, from Domfront to the Mont Saint-Michel to the Forêt des Andennes. We can find beautiful connected stories intertwined in history, from legendary to factual stories, from royalty to peasants. We will never cease to be fascinated by this amazing region of France.